Where are you at in life? Topic inspired by life. That's Watson. Nietzsche. Nietzsche. And I gotta look up the Nietzsche quote again when he speaks about being free. Look it up because there's a couple of different ones from being flying like an eagle and not being to be seen, to be free. I think what do you say? Free spirit, to have liberty. I forget. But I remember it was something. The sensation I got from it was um, something that, that I felt while I was on a road trip um, on business and selling my products and services. And I thought of many people while I was on there because I don't want anyone to think that I'm a greedy motherfucker. It says all about me. Gives me the monies. I said, hey man, come join me, man. There's plenty of sales to make, a lot of places to explore. And it gets me because the pathetic part is that again, look, if you knew my background, stereotypically, on average, according to statistics, I'm supposed to have four kids by five different baby mamas, and they get married to my fifth baby mama, who already has her five kids, and I'm supposed to work at uh, FedEx if I'm lucky, UPS if I'm not, uh, or work at Domino's and become not just the shop manager, the regional manager for a McDonald's in my area. And again, there's nothing wrong with flipping burgers. I flip burgers, scrub toilets, wash dishes, did a bunch of simple mouth show up and mouth breathing jobs. That's it. Where my instruction was basically at the most 7-minute orientation. This is how you do this. This is how you do it so you don't get burnt or break something. All right, good. All right, here, full time, full speed. Here you go. It breaks in 3 hours. If we're not busy, cool. So no, I'm not knocking anyone that makes a minimum wage. Again, one of the dudes I look up to, um, taco guy. I never asked him about his finances, but I seen his sales, and yeah, I wouldn't doubt that this guy's taking home $250,000 a year, every year. Probably the only days that suck for him are rainy days. Literally rainy days. The line is his line of people probably have to stand with umbrellas. But even that dude, there's a difference between I don't give a fuck if it's selling tacos or popcorn or hot dogs or what else is there? huaraches. Huaraches are like gorditas, except that they're more oval shaped, and just imagine an open taco with a thicker tortilla. And I think, are they fried the tortillas a bit or no? Yeah, because there's also another franchisee owner. I remember seeing him on TV. Get some water here. Blow my nose. I think the dude appeared Indian, and this dude, you could tell he owns the fucking place because it's somewhere like on a main highway in America. As people walk in, it reminded me of a McDonald's that I've seen in Australia. Hold on, got that coronavirus. Hold on. Where it was almost like way the fuck out there, past miles and miles of bush. The only thing out there was a gas station and a McDonald's. Bunch of motherfuckers there. Yeah, but anyways, this dude, I'm guessing he has it. Of course, he's the owner, but he had like this manager role. Welcome to McDonald's. How can I take your order? But he said it with a very welcoming, I care, I'm here. You have my attention. How can I serve you? Attitude instead of hi. In some cases, not even hello. And for me, the pathetic part of me, on my past, the way I was brought up, is that I had to learn this hands on. Real life, real time. Um, to get where I'm at now, in that process, I've lost time, lost some money, and even some people have lost their lives. And I was thinking about just recently how, I could really say, man, dude, I get into the mindset, man, I don't pick up no pictures because I'm short, I'm broke, I'm ugly. And I guess I could look at it like that. But there are people that are taller, better looking, being more money in their pockets, nicer car or cars, air conditioning, whatever the fuck, right? That not only believe that sort of belief. Um, I'm trying to think of. I think most of the girls that I've dated fucked. I think they've been out of my league, to be honest. Um, I remember one chick one time told me she saw my sexist tattoos, my macho attitude. Like, I think she said only an idiot would have sex with you. And I was thinking about that as I'm fucking her big, delicious, juicy ass the following week. And I'll say that right now. There was a time in my life again where I had the car and even access to cars, a fleet of cars. And even if I went for a further drive, I had access to, possibly a yacht if I really desired it. Bitches, drugs, parties, the afterlife. If I would have sold my soul or potential or life design, all to get a nice shiny nickel. And don't think that money was going to just be given to me just for showing up. No, I just had to stop up pursuing this path. Stop traveling, stop seeing what I'm made of. I don't know if I should make another video. Because it's similar to this, to see how I wasted time, how I was ineffective, how I could have done things better. Again, because even though right now I didn't get a quick, swift kick to the balls, and I'm still standing. I don't have the coronavirus. I can walk and chew bubble gum. I can take a shit. I can digest a meal. Um, my dogs are healthy. I'm doing pretty awesome, man. And I think I don't think I could really marinate on that gratitude. Just just my exposure and to negative thinking. It wasn't poverty that I think was my biggest obstacle in life. No, it wasn't that. Not at all. It was all the poor thinking that I saw, observed, and believed, and mimicked, and accepted, and adapted to my way of thinking. And some people say, no, you know what? As a matter of fact, yeah, now you know better. Just switch it off. Just get over it. My English isn't perfectly clean. It has some sort of accent on it. And that's after what, almost 3,000 YouTube videos? Some world travel, a lot of reading. And I think I sigh because when people say the value of reading a book is that you can you can save the time. You can save a lot of time by reading the information, the story of an author who has already been through the obstacle or challenge or hardship. Through the experience, so that you know what to do when you get there. And I think for me, it's uncomfortable for me So nice to speak because it's so common. I remember seeing um, a snake, um, speak to the other snake to be snakes to appear human in front of other people. Coward showing another coward how to be a coward. One greedy motherfucker was showing their little younger greedy, showing their siblings how to be little greedy motherfuckers. And while other people are also watching or around or even friends or relatives of them, and there's tacit approval. Oh well, that's their kid, that's their brother, that's their family, that's their people. Let me blow my nose here. And then I think damn man, because I don't feel that that's the truth or the proper way to be. No, what is the proper way to be? And as much as a fuck up that I am, as much as I've failed, bad calls, um, um, no, I've seen the lives of the Walking Dead. More than once, I remember being asked about my travels and seeing someone's significant other, someone else's husband. Wow, man, how was it? How was it over there? Were the chicks beautiful? How'd you feel, man? That sounds amazing. How much you say that it cost you? Where'd you go? Man, that sounds cool, man. All right, cool. I'll be right back, man. Tell me the rest right now. Um, and I'm planning to get a tattoo of a truck on me. A truck that's lifted, bells and whistles, air horns. I should get this right here. Hurricane Katrina proof. And then just have it with a sparkly wax job, pina colada air freshener. Even though I think that shit smells fucking disgusting. Parked in a luxury neighborhood with 8 miles on it. I think people probably think, oh, that's stupid. Why the fuck would you want? And that truck is 2 years old. Someone might say, man, that sounds dumb. That's not even possible, man. How could someone have all those tools, all that firepower, all that capability, and not fucking take it around the fucking world? I used to be more tolerant, much more tolerant of bad company, negative people. you know, and I didn't want to accept it because I would think of people that says, I don't judge. Who are you to judge, motherfucker? Ineffectiveness is ineffective. Opportunity is there's so much opportunity, man. Even if the Marine Corps didn't pick me up, because I still had to wait on the paperwork to get processed, to get to MEPS and physical, whatever the fuck they needed. I would still be looking at restaurants or in businesses help wanted and think, all right, well, I guess that's where I want to go work at. In the meanwhile, um, I've lived in and worked in over 100 cities across various countries. And I'll say that for a lot of it, I was alone. Majority of it, I was alone. And no, I didn't feel lonely because I'm there by myself, man. Who's gonna enjoy this amazing scene with me? You know why? You know why I felt alone at times is because I thought, damn, man, my friend, my homie, my family, my BFF, my elder, the person, someone who's bigger, faster, stronger, better looking than me, more resources, fatter pockets. Couldn't be here because they didn't have the guts to be here. We're scared of a flat tire losing control, hitting ice, hitting rain, hitting, getting jacked, hitting carjacked, being kidnapped. And and then and then when I share stories about where I've been, um, well, who was there? Why didn't he come along with you? I thought, good question. Good question. And I think a lot of us, because when I speak about that truck, that's a true story. I do know someone who had a badass truck that I thought, man, if I had that motherfucker, um, no doubt by the end of the year, I would add 120,000 miles to it at minimum. Add. And I know that I would have had enough money to sell that shit at whatever, even for fucking junk. And I've been up ahead. Because I would have traveled far enough to reap the rewards, man. And I think a lot of people, right now when I'm thinking maybe that, where am I at? I can't compare myself to other people because to me, a bunch of weenies, compared to a bunch of weenies, just, yeah, I'll just join that union. Yeah, well, they're hiring. Well, they said that if I work here in 20 years, I could just, you know, they'll basically pay for my apartment and $20 in groceries and $100 for whatever I want. That'll be my retirement. And I thought, really, that's life, huh? That's life because I know that that taco man who makes over $250,000 a year. I'm pretty sure he didn't think like that. Never spoke to him about his finances. You know, in my opinion, this is probably a motherfucker that's street smart. It's like, why is he asking so many questions, man? Am I trying to size him up, how to rob him? But yeah, I don't think a lot of people think a lot of people that I respect and admire. Such is life. Blow my nose here. Also, think that's why I find it hard to communicate with people. Man. Because I think so many of us, we never know ourselves. As long as we meet the minimum of shelter, um, food on a daily basis, access to something that'll hydrate you or take away the thirst, that's good enough. You know, I'm not scared of the coronavirus. It will be annoying when I get it, but I believe that the only danger that there will be is I need to look into the lockdown somewhere in Italy. There's a danger about that being locked down is yeah. So where am I gonna get my junk food? Like drive. How's my McDonald's gonna get its McBurgers? The Whoppers. How are the Whoppers gonna get to Burger King? Grocery stores. Um, and the like. Because I don't doubt that there are a bunch of hood motherfuckers that are just saying, fuck that shit, man. I don't have to prepare for no corona shit. I'm gonna fucking steal the. Did you see the neighbors? They're stocking up. No, fuck that, man. I'm breaking into that fucking supermarket at night. Yeah, the homie works there. I was gonna put a gun to his head. I'm gonna tell him it's it's all fake and he won't die, but I'm gonna take all this shit. Um, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Oh man, the corona's kicking in. What am I gonna do? Do my nose again here. well, you need to stop drawing it and start farming. You know, you got a point there. You got a point. You got a point. Um, I'll hit that wall face first. Um, when the universe says, "I told you should have been farming," I'll say, "My stomach agrees with you. That's why it's starving." I think, but a lot of people say, "Man, I can't get no baby formula at my supermarket." Trump's trying to kill us all. I'm thinking, what the fuck? That'll eventually happen. It'll be interesting. And eventually, the corona will just become. I'm guessing. I don't know shit. I'm no Scientologist, no scientist, no doctor, no veterinarian. But flashing back to a bunch of stuff. Probably the video should be called um, negative negativity louder than creativity. To be continuing, what the fuck that means. And again, I don't want to sound like what's called sulking, whinging. Again, I designed this moment in life, this station, this environment. I did 1000%. But if I could um, go back and give some feedback as to the steps towards this place, the conditioning, the mental thoughts. Why not? That's it for now, motherfuckers. Get after it, go forward. Trump 2020.